So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and it's time for the weekly pop culture and movie hunt. Yeah, we're going to go into some stores. We're going to have some fun. We're going to look for toys, action figures, anything else cool pop culture related. We're also going to look for movies. And so let's get out there and let's have some fun. What are we waiting for? Let's go. All right, well, we're going to go into Walmart. We're not going to run. We're going to maybe briskly walk as you follow me and my shadow into Walmart. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, JeffMan316, please. Let's get in here. Let's go. We'll sneak up on the main movie rack here in the front. Looks like they got the Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the Blu-ray, the 4K digital pack. $29.96. No Blu-ray. I got the DVD for $19.96. I remember this is a Paramount release. That's why there's no single Blu-ray. So yeah, the only Blu-ray you can get is in that or the Steelbook, I think. So then they got the Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League. I think that's the sequel to Batman Ninja. There is a 4K of that, but they don't have anything but the Blu-ray and the DVD in here. And for some reason, they only have the DVD of Hard Eyes. That's a pretty good movie. I've got a review of it on the channel. So check that out. And then Valiant one. And then, oh, look here. Shucky Ducky. Ape X Mecha 8. New World Order. For life. Yeah, that looks like it's got to be, from our friends at the Asylum.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm sure it's as epic as Godzilla X Kong, but we might have to pick that up. Flight Risk, A Complete Unknown, Dogman, Blu-rays and DVDs. Still got Tulsa King down there. Highly recommend that show. But I'm gonna definitely have to get this. I'm sure the cover artwork is way better than the movie. So over here on the side, they got Love Hurts Blu-ray. Still don't understand why they only got the companion DVD. Nosferatu, they got the Blu-ray DVD. Wolfman only DVD. But Baby Girl, they got the Blu-ray. Yeah, America Sinking from the Asylum, but I think that's a better option. Venom, Last Dance, Alien Romulus. This is leftovers. Pushed over here on the side. Let's just double check the TV stuff. Make sure they didn't add anything new. They got Babylon 5, the complete series, Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica, Space 99, Honeymooners Lost Episodes 1951 to 1957, the complete restored series, that's 40, Becker for 40, Cheers for 50, Wayans Brothers and Baywatch for 50. I was reading some reviews of this online. I think it's got a lot of music replaced in it. But a lot of shows from back then do. Was there only 9 seasons of that? Of the original Baywatch? So is that complete? Dukes of Hazzard. Doesn't look like they added much new down there. Check up over here. Got Deadwood for $30. I recommend that for sure. But there's a Blu-ray of it. Nobody's paying $70 for Billions. Yeah, and it's DVD only, so. South Parks. Looks like the Usual Suspects over here. Gunsmoke down there. Yellowstone. Yeah, Like I Care. That's exactly about my mentality about this Walmart DVDs. Angels Fallen, Warriors of Peace. That's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career's fallen. Spy X Family. What's everything putting this X in there? Oh, Shucky Ducky. Look. Junebug and His and Hers. It's a Hallmark 2-pack. Don't let my wife see that.
All right. Happy wife, happy life.
The Compact Trail. Tommy Jones, Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman. So Morgan Freeman is showing up more than Nicolas Cage did back in the day in these Walmart cheap movies. And this is where DVDs come to die is these sections here. Nobody's going to buy all these DVDs, man. Get some damn Blu-rays up in there. Like Werewolves had a Blu-ray and a 4K. Well, no, the 4K was not domestic, sorry. They do have Armor for $15. The price keeps dropping on that. Got some Steelbooks, some Star Wars down there. But yeah, that Armor, anybody seen that? Nobody ever comments and lets me know. Now, is it worth $15? I think that's more like a $10 purchase. What do you think? Sylvester Stallone's probably in it like, what, first at the beginning and end. Got a little Minecraft section over here. But here's the movie collections. Night Gallery, that Vincent Price collection, Aliens, Rambo. Some Marvel DVDs. That Deadpool, it's like so expensive you can't afford it. $50.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't see where they added much new in here. Jurassic World, Ghostbusters, Smokey and the Bandit. Did you know there's 7 Smokey and the Bandit movies? Got that regular show down there for $70. But that Captain Planet, there is a Blu-ray release of that. So if you haven't bought that, I would skip it for now. They've come down a little bit on some of these newer releases. Like Civil War's $15. Godzilla X Kong is $17.96. So is Dune. Got a bunch of anime there. In case you're an anime fan, I'll show that. The Disney stuff doesn't look like the price of that's come down, or the children's stuff, but oh well. Over here in the pop section, thought I'd show you this. They got everybody's favorite Snow White character. Look at there. They do got some Beetlejuice plush. Look, they got the Blushing Bride. They got Beetlejuice the Groom. And they got Bob. Bob would be my favorite one of those, I would think. Dragon Ball Z and One Piece stuff. Some Toonie Terrors, Tiny Terrors, whatever the hell that shit is. The Steelbook section, at least they still have one. Still got Renfield for $32.96. That Tommy Boy for $25, that's a good deal with a Walmart exclusive. I don't know why people aren't buying that. That Evil Dead, that's my favorite of those covers. Got Akira for 4K in a Steelbook. They got The Chosen. Drag Me to Hell, Motel Hell, Pumpkinhead. Lots of Scream Factory being represented in Walmart. We'll look at the toys. They got a few wrestling figures over here. We got the British Bulldog. We got Ciampa. You see him with his beard shaved. What is this? Flying Brian Pillman. That is a Jax figure in there. Somebody's figure swapped that but left the belt in there. His son, Lexus King, is in this set as well. And so is Jay Cargill. There's Ciampa. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another fig swap. Look at this shit here. That is a basic Cody Rhodes, an old one that they've swapped like that one into the pack. So 2 fig swaps in one store. So people are buying those, taking the figures out, putting other figures in them, and bringing them back to the store and getting their money back. Or trading them. What a bunch of bums we've got in this town.
This town needs an enema.
Yep. For life, NWO down there. 2 new order references in the same store. They had this Clone Commander Cody with the Revenge of the Sith retro card. I forgot to show that last week. I remember passing it and didn't even pay attention to it. In case you got any Star Wars fans. Then they got some WrestleMania figures. What do you think of Bret Hart and Stone Cold getting their match inducted into the Hall of Fame? Thought that was cool. So yeah, we'll head into Target. We'll briskly walk again, not run, past the big red ball. Look at there. They already got the door open for us. Oh, wait. Uh-oh, caution. What are we going to have caution about? Are they not going to have anything? I see some sale stickers. They're stocking down there at the end. I'll look at that card on the way out. Braun Breaker. Jimmy Uso. Oh, that's an Ultimate. It's on sale. Bret Hart. Undertaker. Damn, he looks like he's bundled up worse than the kid in Christmas Story. Jake Roberts Basic. I think there's a Chase Jake Roberts, but I don't know which one it is. Not too much there. Not a lot of AEW. Got some more Hogan there. Well, at least that set's on sale. $20 off, basically. That Triple H with that god-awful cloth suit. And then they got the lowrider. Too bad Rey Mysterio got hurt and couldn't wrestle at WrestleMania. They got some sketchbook series, figures of Hordak and Grizzlor. Not seeing too much else. Wait a minute, what's this up here? Faker. I always liked the cartoon series. That had the best look and the best card. I don't think I'm going to go down in that rabbit hole, though. Decent looking figure. Pretty much 90% same as He-Man, though. Got some Dog-Man. Let's go over here to the next section. So over here, look at this Animal Planet. You got Jaws with a... Who's going to go down in a submarine shaped like a shark? Either way. Little weakness to the Marvel section. Got multiple Spider-Man figures. They do have this X-Men Professor X up here. Savage Land. I don't know much about that. Nice looking card. Got some Simpsons. Hey, look, we got Scratchy and Itchy. So it should be reverse of that, right? Itchy and Scratchy, but that's cool. I haven't seen those in stores yet, so I like those. The big ones, they don't have that. We've seen those, just Homer and the Marge and Maggie, so nothing new there. DC, looks like they got a sale. Maybe they're trying to finally get rid of that shit. Not much here. Got Swamp Thing on sale. That's higher than what the regular price should be. So they do have that on sale. The Electro, that's cool. Hey, on the way out that cart, look, they did have an AEW figure laying there. You got Sting in his old attire. Let's scan this bad boy and see how much it is. $20. I don't know. Is this worth it? Anybody seen this Sting out in the wild? I might look that thing up and we'll see. Not much else in that set. I think there's also a Sting Chase figure. So I looked it up. This thing's got some value. Look at that terrible picture on the side, though. Look at that. But either way, yeah, this sells for about $50-$60. So I guess people love Sting other than that terrible packaging, or at least the picture on it. Let's get out of here. I might pick that up. Let's go into Barnes & Noble booksellers. Not expecting to find much in here, but you never know until you look, right? A bunch of damn $5 DVDs up here in the front. What is this turning into, Walmart? Ghost, Footloose. Seems to be mostly Paramount stuff. I guess once they had that sale, they rotated the $5 shit over here. Clue. Departed, American Psycho. Well, not all of it's Paramount. Some of it's Warner Brothers. Oh well. Bueller. Let's get over here on this side. Now this says 50% off. I think this is where all that AMC, Shudder, Acorn bullshit was, BBC. So I'm assuming anything over here is this part of it. Is that a Shudder movie? It's 50% off. Got the Midsummer Murders. Do they call that Midsummer or Midsommar? It's spelled different. Midsummer.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Is that a fucking pube?
Ew.
Let's just stay here.
Sympathy for the Devil. Interview with a Vampire Season 2. Paint. And Orphan Black. So they might have some Blu-rays online. They don't have anything but DVD in this store. I looked in the kids section, didn't really see much. Or children's section, as they say. Here in the TV stuff, they do have that final season, the 4th season of Superman and Lois. Remember, we were looking for that. At least just wanted to see it in the store. Still got Star Trek. I don't think that 50% off sale is going on now, but they probably still got stuff tagged 50% off. They did get the Penguin on Blu-ray at least. Walmart only got the DVD. Can't get it back in.
That's what. If you say "that's what she said" one more time, I'm gonna pop you.
Frozen Planet. Jack Ryan. What else we got? Hey, at least they did get the Blu-ray of this finally. The Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials. That's kind of cool. That's Neil Patrick Harris on there, isn't it? They still got Star Trek Discovery, the final season in Steelbook, Blu-ray Steelbook. I guarantee that's not 50% off. But they did take 50% off of that, so I don't know. Got Arcane. There's a woman walking up beside me, so I'm going to have to leave this section. How dare you? You can't even record anymore. Still got 50% off listed on that Gladiator 2. And all this wonderful CDs and audiobooks. I keep looking at this, and I'm pretty sure I keep telling you guys it's the Steelbook. Nobody's calling me out. It's not. It's the Digipack release. That's cheesy. I should have seen that. You got Demolition Man up there. Lord of the Rings set. The extended edition. I thought they would have had that discounted. You got Love Hurts with a slip. You got Love Me without a slip. You got Love Story with the 50% off stickers. It's probably not correct. Just like that one, Galaxy Quest. But I would make them honor it. So the sale, you guys know about the replacement plan on that, right? Oh, shit. There's the 4K. So you just contact them on Facebook. I've already gotten my replacement disc in the mail. Black Sheep, a very underrated Chris Farley movie. Blazing Saddles. Do you guys think, like me, that new slipcover artwork is not good at all?
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Somebody was telling me about that movie there. Is that available on Blu-ray? Cannonball Run. I guarantee you talking about physical media, you won't be able to find that on streaming, at least the first one. And Can't Buy Me Love, is that going to get a Blu-ray? Please. Fatal Attraction. I like those Paramount Present lines. Do you guys collect those? You better get the Warner releases when they first come out, just like Kino, like that. You don't, otherwise you won't get a slipcover with them. Dragonheart and Dragon Slayer. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead needs a Blu-ray as well. Deep Blue Sea, unless they go down on that price or get it on sale, nobody's going to buy that. I did see these up here. Donovan's Reef 4K from Kino. That just came out. Stars John Wayne and Lee Marvin. That cover artwork's kind of cheesy. Sands of Iwo Jima. Now, I like that cover artwork. Kind of reminds me of like G.I. Joe. I think that just came out as well. And I think they restocked this. Look at that janky ass price sticker right up there on the cover. I guarantee you part of that foil comes off if you try to take that off of there. Hackers 4K Steelbook. Somebody was looking at Mean Girls. I always think that's the Steelbook, but it's not. That's the slipcover version. And anything down here? As always, if you see anything that I'm missing or you want me to look next time I'm in here, put it in the comments down below. Platoon. Is Popeye, did I read that Robin Williams Popeye is going to get a 4K release? If so, put some comments down below and let me know. Confirm that. The Ring set. It seems like old times. That definitely needs a Blu-ray. Very underrated. Over here, they got the Barnes & Noble version of the Hellraiser cubes, but they looks like they're not restocking all that Criterion, man. It's not back in here. It's been like a month and a half, so they've got some new releases. But over here, where you can get your affordable dentures and implants in the same store, it's right by Best Buy. I'm going to run in there just to see. Somebody said they had a bunch of DC stuff on sale. They do have this Batman Clayface figure. You saw where they announced a Clayface movie? Was that live action or animated? I don't remember. Got this Godzilla. Got the Huntress down here for $20. Got that right there for $12. The Legends of the Dark Knight 3-pack. That's $30. $35, sorry. Tempest, $13. Got the old school Superman. That's not on sale. Probably because the movie's coming out. And they got a couple Marvel statues. Oh, look, Guy Gardner with a normal haircut. And I guess you can put the bowl haircut on him. Look at that. Look at this Infinity game board they got over here. $450. I don't know who would buy that.
That's too fucking high!
Yeah, and then they got all this Lego. So they got a wall of Lego. Look at that. They got rid of all their physical media to start selling Lego. Really? I never see any of it sold. I think it's a lot of this same shit that was in here last time I was in here. They do sneak in some new NECA. There's the Horror of Dracula figure. So what is that? Peter Cushing. That's a pretty nice looking figure. I wish it was cloth goods though. That back looks kind of realistic there. It's $35. And then they do have the Sesame Street Ernie featuring the letter C. I was going to say something raunchy about them removing their physical media. C is for, you know what it's for. Him and his rubber ducky. That's pretty neat. And then they got Bert featuring the letter A. Him and his pigeon friend and his bottle cap collection. Those are cool. I think the NECA Haulathon in Target was supposed to have an exclusive count, but my store never got the Haulathon section. They got a couple Beetlejuices. That Invisible Man looks kind of cool. I like that artwork on the outside. Figure's pretty nice. There you go. Right beside Chucky and two versions of Megan. What'd you guys think of the Megan 2 trailer? So, got a lot of anime figures. So let's get up out of here. We'll head up in one more Walmart, see if we see anything different as the wind blows the trash on the outside. There's our arch nemesis. Look at there. I knew we'd see him again one day. I don't think he's going to move either. Watch, I'm going to walk right up to it. Nope, it never moved. What would happen if somebody ran into you with one of those things? They got this Bugs Bunny and a double feature of Marvin Martian over here in the $5 bin, along with that Treasure Island, Saw, Inglorious Bastards, Little Nicky. Look at this Midnight Munchies pack. That may be one of the only ways you can get that Cheech and Chong Get Out of My Room. I remember having that on VHS. Punisher, John Wayne. So I'll head back over here where somebody was standing here looking before, just to make sure they don't have anything new. They don't have the Sonic 3 Steelbook. They only got the 4Ks and the DVDs. They got the Batman Blu-ray and DVD. They got the Ape Asylum movie. Nothing new here. Over here, the same stuff. Love Hurts. They do have Midsommar over here. Yup. Not much else new. They did have the Kill Bills. So, lit. Who puts all this janky shit, these DVDs up behind a glass case? Who's going to steal all that? There's that Baywatch. Yeah, I know somebody will probably steal that. You got to protect that. Rescue Me is good for $40. I'd get that. I 100% recommend that show. Game of Thrones. Just give you a quick glance. Not seeing anything new in here either. Leave it to Beaver down there. Homicide, Blue Bloods. They got that Jack Ryan set, that 5 movie set. I think it's 5 movies, $32.96. That is a good deal. Everything else seems about the same. That Reagan is $15. Maybe if it comes down a little bit more, I'll get that as well. Then here in this back section, some anime. I got that Rambo, $25. The Vincent Price set, $40. I keep showing it. I'll probably end up buying it. Everything else looks pretty similar. They do have, oh wait, they got these glow-in-the-dark covers back. We got the Riddick collection, the Mummy. That Flash one looks nice. Too bad that's the DVD of the movie. And Dragonheart down there. They had some Blu-rays over here on the front, so they did swap some stuff out. They got the Road Home Babylon 5 movie. They got Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat. Superman the Animated Series with a jacked up slipcover because of that case. Megan. Oh, they got some of the quote ones too. Look, Legend. I think that's new. They brought back Mars Attack. You got the Blade trilogy. They added Twisters. You feel it, chase it. The tagline here is, what is light without darkness? Oh, snap. Look at there. You're going to need a bigger boat. I can't get it back in the slot. Horizon, and that's a new movie, and they only have the DVD version. That's cheap. Come on now. Five Nights at Freddy's. So they added half of this display as the quote covers, like the Mario Brothers. There's 11 DC Lego movies. Damn. And then half of the display is the glow-in-the-dark covers. So they got Back to the Future Night Gallery, the Night Stalker. That's cool. $15 for that. Godzilla -1. Damn, that would be a good cover to put on a 4K or the Blu-ray. I guess I shouldn't complain, because then somebody might want to buy more of these if they were the Blu-rays. But not too bad. They do have a few Blu-rays. I'll give them credit. And a few of the new quote covers. So check out your Walmart. I think that's where the Easter section used to be. American Pie, they got these on the side. Barbie, Migration, Twister. That's the one with the cow. Little Shop of Horrors, and the original Jurassic Park. And then down here, the other store had Steelbooks here. They have these retro slipcovers of all DVDs from what I can remember. Don Knotts, John Wayne, Rocky, Harvey. Westworld is cool. Wizard of Oz, that's like the old poster artwork. And they do have Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho, Rear Window, and Birds. So look out for that display. But this is what the display looked like before. I threw this old footage in here just to remember. To celebrate Easter, remember what it's about. You can get you some movies like Ten Commandments, Jesus of Nazareth. The Sound of Music, Looney Tunes. It's got family stuff on here too. We got stuff on the side like anime, 90 Minutes in Heaven. But I want to remind you, you still probably can find this Easter display in Walmart, but the new display is going to take it over soon. So let's check online. So let's take a look online and see what movies should have come out this week that we didn't find in stores. You got the Basic Instinct 4K Steelbook. That's a Lionsgate Limited. You're only going to be able to get that online. You got the Sonic 3 4K. That's with the slipcover. You got Chungking Express 4K. That's a Criterion. You got a couple Kino John Wayne movies. Sands of Iwo Jima, Donovan's Reef. There's a King of New York 4K Steelbook. That's another Lionsgate Limited. There's your Sonic the Hedgehog 3 4K. That's the standard one. You got the Eel, whatever. You got Hard Eyes on Blu-ray. I've got a review of that on the channel. Check it out. There's the Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the Amazon exclusive Steelbook. You got Baby It's You. You got Matt Damon as the Informant. That's the Informant 4K. You got Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League. You got the Good German 4K. You got Donovan's Reef Blu-ray from Kino. Batman Ninja 4K. Chungking Express Digipack. That's the Blu-ray. Batman Ninja versus Yakuza League. That's the Blu-ray and digital code version. Lower Decks, a complete series. I got the Steelbooks in Barnes & Noble a couple weeks back. Checked out one of my hunts and haul videos to see that. I'm assuming that's some anime there. Ninja Terminator. I don't know anything about that. Let me know in the comments down below if that's worth getting. Heavens Above. There's a Peter Sellers movie. The Great Yokai War. Guardians. I don't know anything about that. There's the Good German Blu-ray. A Knight's War Blu-ray. The Sands of Iwo Jima Blu-ray. Legends of the Dark King. Some anime. Another anime, look, Bossa Nova. Welcome to the Darkness. Evil Bong 3D, The Wrath of Bong. Metal Skin Panic, and then Homestead. And I think that's about it. So, couple new releases, couple Steelbooks, a couple Kino titles. So, let's get home and let's close out the video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. JeffMan316 Live is where we usually, on Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, will watch along to a movie. I didn't do it WrestleMania weekend, but we'll get back to that in the coming weeks. So hopefully when you see that pop up, you'll come over on Sunday nights and join us in the chat. Talk about pop culture, talk about movies, talk about physical media. Yeah, we did a movie hunt. We saw some cool toys this week. Also, speaking of JeffMan316, there is a video that's out there now on the channel that I did, a new 2025 intro video. The other one was a little bit outdated. I think it was mainly because it was back in the day when I used to record in the basement. The channel's changed a lot, and I talk about that in that video. I talk about the origins of my hat. I talk about the origins of the logo on the screen. I talk about some of the videos and playlists that I would recommend watching if you want to see more about me and learn more about me. So watch that. The haul video of anything that I bought this week will be coming up soon. Got a couple other cool videos coming out this week as well. So please support the channel and watch all the videos. Don't just watch the hunts. I do get quite a few views on the hunts. I find out that a lot of people don't stay to enjoy the other content. So hopefully that'll change. Spread the word. We like I said, we have some fun on the live streams. I have some fun in the comments of all these videos. So get down in the comments and let me know what you bought this week. Let me know what you saw in the video that you liked or disliked. Anything, any chatter, any feedback. That's all I'm looking for. While you're down there, don't forget to smash the like button, like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all the normal YouTube stuff. If you are a subscriber, you rule. I love you guys. If you aren't, join the fun. It's free of charge. Subscribe, and then make sure you hit the notification bell after you do, so you'll know when I post new videos. Like I said, haul video coming up. I got a news video about a movie that I just bought that's already has a replacement disc. Got a couple other things coming up on the channel that I think you'll enjoy if you love physical media. I'm going to do some movie reviews for some B-movie cheese, so hopefully you'll stay and watch those as well. So until next time, boys and girls, as always, this has been Jeff Man 316. I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
That's right, we bad, huh? That's right. You don't want no shit either.